In this section, we're going to consider the activities of a mosque. As discussed in other sections, Muslims use the term masjid as opposed to mosque, which means a place of prostration. So not surprisingly, the main purpose of any mosque is to facilitate the 5 daily prayers being read in congregation. Apart from this, the number of activities that take place in a mosque will vary on the size of the mosque and the number of the Muslim community it serves.
In a small neighbourhood, the primary purpose of the mosque will be worship, and perhaps a madrasa or school, where children go to learn the basic teachings of Islam. In larger mosques serving a larger Muslim population, the mosque is sometimes known as the Islamic centre, and the activities it fulfills may be far greater. Whether large or small, a key benefit of having a local mosque is the community cohesion it provides. If the local Muslim community seek to pray some or all of their 5 daily prayers in the mosque, then they will leave their houses up to 5 times a day and meet with their neighbours. As such, the mosque acts as a central hub and community centre, facilitating the good relationships with the community and helps the neighbourhood to get to know each other and know each other better. Some of the activities of a mosque could include some of the following.
The mosque provides a valuable place of worship. Muslims pray 5 times a day, and it's a good practice to pray together in the mosque. As well as facilitating daily worship, mosques also include an area where Islamic classes are offered, called a madrasa. These daily classes teach the basics of Islam and also how to recite the Quran in Arabic. Classes start after school, often between 5 and 7 p.m. for boys and girls, from the age of 5 years to the age of about 13 or 14. It is the responsibility of the Muslim community to assist in the funeral rites of a deceased Muslim. There are strict rules that apply to the washing and shrouding of the deceased, particularly appertaining to modesty, privacy and respect. Some mosques will offer special facilities to help the relatives of the deceased to wash and shroud the body before the burial. Funeral prayers will then be performed either at the mosque or sometimes at the cemetery.
In Islam, a wedding is known as a nikah, and it takes place at the mosque, where the imam will solemnize the marriage. During the holy month of Ramadan, mosques perform many very special roles. Every night during Ramadan, special prayers are offered. These prayers are in addition to the 5 daily prayers and are observed in congregation at the mosque. Every night for the whole month of Ramadan, mosques will be very well attended, and during the month it is possible to get through the whole of the Quran, bit by bit, night by night.
Muslims fast during daylight hours throughout the whole month of Ramadan, so no food or water is consumed from dawn until dusk. Breaking of the fast at sunset each night is called iftar and is a celebration. Many choose to open their fast at special meals provided at the mosque. Food and drink will be followed by the special prayers and provides a unique social gathering. There are 2 key celebrations within Islam called Eid. One of these Eid days occurs to mark the end of the month of Ramadan. The second is celebrated later in the year. Eid prayers are performed in the mosque on the morning of each of these days.
A special prayer takes place every Friday afternoon, and this is known as Jummah prayer. This consists of a sermon called a khutbah, where the imam will discuss the current topic of the day and give advice to the congregation and make certain supplications. The Jummah prayers have to take place in a mosque, and so, more often than not, the mosques will be full to capacity. Friday, being the holy day for Muslims, is very similar to the Jewish Sabbath as the holy day on Saturday, and for the Christians, the holy day being Sunday.
Many mosques will have weekly classes on the Quran, where the imam will give lessons from the Quran and explain its meaning. Many mosques may also offer daily reminders from the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, called Talim. This might take place after a congregational prayer and may only take a few moments. Some large Islamic centres have facilities for youth sports activities and various programmes, much like the Duke of Edinburgh scheme.
There are scholars who will provide free counselling for those who need assistance or spiritual guidance. Large mosques will also house an Islamic bookshop or library, providing an array of Islamic literature. So, as well as offering a valuable place of worship, mosques also fulfil many activities and form a central hub for the community.